Hi, welcome to Code Hunters. In previous video, we have seen how we can use sequences in UiPath. In this video, we will learn about flowcharts in UiPath. Flowcharts can be used in large as well as small projects, and it can be reused unlike sequences. Flowcharts also works on logical branching, which means according to the logical answers, it can move to a different flows and work independently. This feature of flowchart helps us to create complex business processes and connect activities in multiple ways. So let's jump into the UiPath. Now I am inside UiPath. Let's open our last project sequences and open the main workflow. We will modify the same process using flowcharts. Let's debug this sequence to see what it does. So it asks user for his name. Let's give the name as David and press OK. Now it's asking for his location. Let's give as India. Okay, now it says David is from India, and let's press OK once more time, and it says David is from India, and this message box is from the if condition here. Okay, so we will OK to close this sequence, and we will convert this same process into flowchart. So let's close this one. We will create a separate workflow as a flowchart. To do so, let's click on this new icon and click on the flowchart. Let's give the name as flowchart_demo and click on the create. You can see it already has a start point. We will be connecting our activities with this start. First, we need two input dialogues. Let's search for it on the activity panel. Input dialog. Let's drag this input dialog into our design area. If you drag and hover over these little triangles, it changes color, which means if you let go over them, it will connect it to that side. So I will drop it in this triangle, and it connected the input dialog with this start in here. To remove the connection, you can just select it and press the delete button on your keyboard. And then you can start from any of these 4 points and drag to connect it to the activities. I will bring another input dialog and connect it to the previous input dialog. Okay, and let's set the properties of these dialog boxes. First, the label. Label is what is your name. And the title is first question. And for the result, let's press Ctrl K to create a new variable, and let's name this variable as str name. Press enter. Now we can go back to our flowchart using these breadcrumbs. And for the second dialog boxes, we will set the properties, the label as what is your location. What is your location? Press OK, and the title is second question. Okay, and for the result, we'll press Ctrl K again, and let's name this variable as str location and press enter. Now we will go back to our flowchart demo. Drag the message box and connect it to our last input dialog to display the user's input. And let's give the text property as location of plus we will concatenate the user's name str name plus we will give is, then we will again concatenate with the str location. And we will go back to our flowchart demo. And let's debug this workflow and let's see how it works. Okay, it's asking the name, good. We'll give it as Ankit. And it's asking the location, we will give it as India. And it says location of Ankit is India. Now in our sequences, we had used a if condition after this Till now it is running us in a sequential mode. So first it's starting, then it's going to this first input dialog, then and asking the user his name, then it's going to the second input dialog and asking his location, and now it's displaying the user his results. In our sequences, we had used our if condition after this to check if the user is from India or not. But in flowchart, we will be using flow decision. So let's search for flow decision in our activity panel, flow decision, and let's drag and connect it to our last message box. Now it has a property of condition. So let's give the condition as str location is equal to India and click on OK. Now if I move my mouse over this decision activity, you can see it has two paths, one is true and one is false. In the true part, we will drag another message box and connect it to the true part, and we will connect another message box in our false part. For the true part of the message box, we will give the text property as str name, and we will concatenate is from India, and we will go back to our flowchart, and for the false part we will give as str name plus is not from India. And we will go back to our flowchart demo. Now you can see these are two different paths altogether. We can have two complete different logics in the true paths as well as in false path, which will be based on this condition of the flow decision. So let's debug this and let's see what is the output. So first it's asking the username as expected. David will give as India. Let's click OK, and it says location of David is India. This is this message box, and when we click OK, it says David is from India, which means it has gone into the true part and it has shown this message box. We will run this workflow once more, and this time we will give name as David and we'll give the location as Australia. We'll click on OK, and now it says this message box location of David is Australia. When we click OK, it should go into the false part, and it says David is not from India, and it went to this false part. So if I want, I can bring activities into both sides of this flow decision and use them in different parts in my processes. Also, I can connect this true part with the false side also. Okay, now this flowchart will follow these paths where these arrows are going according to the condition. So from here we have changed one path. If you want, you can create another flow decision in between, like suppose here, and here also you can have two different paths. We don't need, so we'll remove this. So these flowcharts are very useful and can be used in every processes we design. It also looks nice and it is very easy to maintain these flowcharts also. So this brings to the end of this section. I hope you liked this one, and thanks for watching.